Let's be.
Hey, hey, hey.
I still got my Christmas tree up.
You know what? Hello, Karen. Hello, world. Hey, everybody. It's your boy, Cousin Will. Pastor Will is not here tonight, by the way. Cousin Will is here, and I'm talking to all my cousins on this show tonight. This is not Word and Fire live broadcast. This
Oh, I should.
is the self checkout show.
Oh, I should have changed my
Live
name.
tonight, and we are about to go off. Okay, I want you to know, YouTube, Facebook, share this right now. Right now. No, don't wait. Share it right now. There you go. Move your finger. I see you. Click. That's how you do it. Welcome, y'all. We on tonight, and I just want everybody to know that Prophetess Karen has her Christmas tree still up.
I'm trying to. I'm gonna change my background. I'm trying to block.
Don't change it now. Don't. Oh my goodness, y'all! I'm so happy to be with you guys tonight. It's been a minute.
It's been. Oh wait, hold on one second. I've screwed up something. Is that me playing that music, or is that?
No, that's me.
Oh, okay.
That's me. That's me.
What is this music? I mean, hey, it's.
I'm gonna kill the music. I'm gonna kill the music.
Oh no, you're fine. I just was making sure I didn't have anything else going on.
No, that's me. Hey, Kimmy, how you doing, Kimmy? Thank you for being with us tonight. Yo, we done started. It's hot in my house. I don't know why it's so hot in here, but I'm warm. But nevertheless, we done got started. Who else has a talk show on social media where they come on and 15 seconds with them being on, they laughing like some hyenas? Something is wrong with me and Karen. I'm telling you right now.
Because, honey, because I got time tonight.
Hey, y'all, I'm so glad to have you guys with us tonight. It's the self-checkout show. We didn't do away with the show. We pivoted. And when the Holy Spirit said pivot, we had to pivot. But there is still room for the self-checkout show. And I'm glad to have you guys. And the self-checkout show's motto has not changed. We still take an honest look at what's in our hearts, our minds, and our spirits. And our goal is to help transform and revolutionize your life by changing the way that we think about some things and some topics. And we're going to do that tonight. So happy to have my sister with me. She don't need no introduction. I'll introduce her properly in a second, though. But before we do that, please allow me to say, on behalf of Pastor Will and Word and Fire Ministries, we are fastly approaching. I don't want to forget this. We are fastly approaching March 1st, and 75 days prior to March 1st, we made an appeal asking for 75 people to sow a seed of $75 before or before March 1st. And I want you to know that people are responding and have responded. Some have sent their seed, and some have said, hey, Pastor Will, I hear you. 75 is a little too steep for me. Can we do like 50? And I'm like, sure. Whatever you can do to support this ministry on or before March 1st, I want you to know that it is greatly appreciated. You may say, hey, I only got 20 bucks I can spare for whatever. And you want to sow that into the ministry, you can do that. And the ways to sow will be scrolling across your screen all while we are live tonight. And we thank you in advance for what you do to support this ministry. We appreciate it. All right, enough about that. My friend and my brother is on with us tonight as well. Denny, what's up, Denny? Thank you for being with us tonight. Dennis's family, y'all. We've been around, me and him and Karen, and Karen with SOS, the Souls of Salvation, and you still got it. You still got it.
A little raspy. It's a little raspy. It's more like a tenor.
Hey, Karen was with SOS, and Dennis was with Keith Butler and Delegation for Christ, who is still going strong. So shout out to Dennis, all of you guys. Listen, we are going to have some fun tonight, and we are going to tackle some Valentine's Day shenanigans on tonight, because I have a lot of single people that listen to this show, that watch the show, whether it be ministry or the talk show, whatever I do. I have a lot of single people.
Hi, John Stennis. Hello, how are you? Am I giving tonight? I was at least trying to give you upper body giving.
But wait, this ain't Karen's show. This is my show.
Well, I'm sorry. Carry on.
No. He gonna say his Karen on my show. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I told y'all we're gonna have some fun tonight. If you know me, you guys know that Prophetess Karen, Mickey, whatever you want to call her, I call her now. I have dubbed her the Queen of Twirl. Is my new name for her. That is because what one thing Karen gonna do is she gonna twirl on you, baby. So you might
have your time.
Listen.
Listen. I'm a club girl. Dancing is my thing.
Dancing is your thing.
And see, some of the people out here these days, they ain't gonna say it. They, everybody got an X in front of them yet. And I like to dance and twirl. So that's where the twirl come from. I'm a dancer, and music has always been my thing. And y'all know I love house music. I'm already working on the birthday house tour in August.
Okay, all right. I was able to take part in a piece of that tour for 2025, and a time was had indeed. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the tour this year. Looking forward to it. I might be able to squeeze out more than one event. Well, it depends on my schedule, because when me working nights, I miss so much stuff.
Yeah. Well, we believe in God that you can attend a couple of things.
Yes, thank you.
A couple more days.
Thank you. You know what? I agree with John. He said he loves to see you dance. I do too. And the funny thing is, yesterday, Dr. Linda, John's mom, was laughing with us about him and Nancy Murphy. There's a video in particular, I got to go back and find it and repost it, that she asked about, because John, every time you see John and Nancy together, 9 times out of 10, they dancing. Right? And so we got, for your tour 2025, I think I have a small clip of you and John dancing as well. If I had thought about it, I should have pulled it and posted it while we were live tonight.
Good time.
Karen is a dancer. John is a dancer. I am not. I am the one who will video all the dancing. And laugh. Yeah. Hey, that ain't my thing. I don't know what happened when I was younger, when I was in, high school. I was actually a part of a dance team, a dance troupe. I was moving around then. I don't know what happened. I lost it. I lost it. My get up and go and got up and went. It's gone.
My get up and go and got up and went.
It's
Listen,
gone. All
exactly.
right. But listen, y'all, we are here to have a bit of fun, and I did reach out to because there's a listen. Let me talk to y'all, my
Go ahead.
cousins. Let me talk to my cousins. Listen, I over the week, this past week, I was out on vacation. John and I took a quick cruise to Mexico, had a nice time, everything, and I was looking and scrolling, and it was, hey, mommy, love you, and seeing the, preparations for the Valentine's Day and all that kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it's nice to see,
It's
right?
nice.
It's
Yeah.
nice to see. A couple of things, a couple of things about this caught my attention. Hey, life happens to us all. I
Yeah.
understand. My brother, Pastor D, is on with us tonight. Daryl Webb Sr. Hey, man, love you. Thank you so much for being with us,
That's it.
my melanated brother. Listen, I told Daryl, I said, you got good skin. That boy got some good skin on him, okay?
Listen, black don't crack.
It don't crack at all right?
Yeah.
But listen, life happens to everybody.
Right.
So, and I'm looking at some of these pics, Karen, and I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't who you posted last year.
Oh.
I'm like, this somebody new. This somebody new. And then it's like you go back and you look like at the matching pajamas for Christmas.
Don't
I
get
said,
me.
these ain't the what is going life happens. I understand. I do understand.
Mm-hmm.
Nevertheless, bro and sis, go off. Do what you got to do, whatever. But this Valentine Day stuff, it was what everybody call it Love Day now, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
Love Day, and I think I got this right. Valentine's Day is typically geared towards the women,
Yes.
and Sweetest Day
It's
is
supposed to be for the
geared
love.
towards the
Yeah.
men, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So, that being said, let me take you back a bit, Karen. I'm sure you may remember this.
Mm-hmm.
When years ago, I don't know if it was Woman Thou Art Loose. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I believe it was oh gosh, Prophetess Juanita Bynum. No More Sheets.
No more sheets. Yes.
I believe it was No More Sheets.
Had us all in a chokehold.
All of us. And that particular message that she preached, I mean, took the world by storm.
Absolutely.
If you didn't know who Juanita Bynum was
That was the one.
before then,
Yep.
it was, in my opinion, it was that sermon that
Yep.
put her name on the map.
That was it. That was the one.
Now, I remember in this message, Karen, that she was talking some good stuff, right? But that's it. No more sheets.
Mm-hmm.
And in that message, she was talking about, being single and, how to navigate that. And you got these so-called singles ministries, right? But all these single ministries were being led by married people who going home. She said, you got a pair of thighs in your bed when you go home. I ain't got nothing but these sheets. You know what I'm saying? And so it kind of made sense to me. I'm like, man, she's right. You as a married person
Mm-hmm.
are telling single people, stay strong, stay in prayer.
Don't have sex. Don't be.
Now you going home to some triceps and biceps and thighs and stuff.
Or some
And
pot bellies and bald heads, whatever,
you know. So you in promotion, and I it tickled me so bad, Karen. I want you to know, in your own promotion of tonight's show, you made mention of something like that you were, for lack of a better word, disappointed with how my brother Matt is on here. Matt, don't get me started, because I'll go all night with y'all. My sister Terry is on. Hey Terry, love you. Daphne Smith is with us tonight too. John, you were right. It was a revolutionary message and movement at that time.
Yeah.
But she told the truth. You have these married people saying, stay strong, stay prayerful, all that. But Karen, you said that you were kind of disappointed this year in particular about Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. You had an issue with the church in relation to singles ministry. Why is that? Talk to us about that.
Well, like you said, as long as we've been in church, when it comes around this time, the married couples or married ministry, and then of course, if the pastor is married, it is geared towards those who are married or in relationship, and the singles are, to me, sometimes forgotten, or when you want to address the singles, it's kind of like on the back end, and then to me, the redundant, when they address the singles, it is redundant, it is repetitive, it is the same thing. No sex and go home, and no drinking, and no. Listen. Okay. Say something else. Say something else, because here's what I don't think that people don't realize. You know what I'm saying? And this is what the Lord shared with me. Said that the singles ain't as bad as y'all think.
Mm-hmm.
No, for real. There are some mature singles who ain't sleeping around.
Right.
Ain't drunk and falling out.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Ain't after your husbands. There's some singles who got lives and careers and handling business. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody ain't sexing and acting crazy. So let's talk about something else. You know what I'm saying? That is always the go-to when it comes for the singles. And it is in my opinion that even if you don't have an active, I understand that singles ministries are hard to maintain, because a lot of times they feel like they're boring, they feel like they can't let their head down for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's really a hard ministry to maintain in the church, but it does not mean that it should not be addressed. The same thing you do for the married people, do something for the singles to the same degree and caliber.
Hold that thought right there. I want to shout out to Pastor Kiwani Graham, who is checking in on us tonight. She said she was praying hard tonight for.
We're trying to see if she's gonna stick beside me after tonight. I come with a disclaimer.
and to my friend and my brother, Prophet Derek Mays, thank you for joining us tonight. So okay. You feel that as much as a church or the church, because you're right, everywhere you looked this weekend, it was married couples retreat, married couples go to dinner, married couples do this, do that. Nothing.
I saw nothing. If it was out there, I didn't see it. If you saw it, send it to me.
I didn't see it either, honestly.
I didn't see anything. And let's be very, very clear. This isn't the single who's bashing the married people. That ain't what this is, right?
No, not at all.
Not what this is. I love the married couples, those who are doing it, and they're being examples for those who haven't. I love all of that. So this ain't that. But what it is is you have got to address the singles to the same degree because, quote, let me know if I'm wrong, we are a large part of the body of the church. We are the biggest community.
The biggest community.
So the biggest community in the church, these are the ones you want to be rocking with. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that they are seen and visible. You know what I'm saying? That the same magnitude that you do for the married couples is the same energy you should give to the singles, in some way kind of intertwine something. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. I would have loved to have seen the pastors call up the singles to the altar and then have all the married people stand behind them. You know what I'm saying? Where is the camaraderie?
Mm-hmm.
Where is the support? You understand what I'm saying? Where is let's get out of, the singles want the married people's husband. Don't nobody want y'all husband. Listen, I'm just saying, that ain't what this is about. Where is the support? Where is the lifting up of the singles besides saying the same redundant things? And don't get me wrong, the pastor say, this is the perfect time for you to work on yourself and be positive. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about nobody else. We know what Paul say. I get all of that.
Right.
We get all of that. But at the end of the day, I didn't see nothing.
Right. I think that there is a misconception when it comes to single life. And I can really only talk about the church because that's where I've spent majority of my life. I think that there's a large misconception that says that if you're not married, you just out there wild. And I am, that's just not the case. That's not everybody's story. Let me say that. Because I think, and Kiwani is really hitting it. It's more to ministry than marriage.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Here, listen to this. I was teaching out of this book, Single and Not Sorry. And the young lady in the book says that marriage is not a goal. It's a calling and it's a desire. It's not a goal. We don't have singles ministries and singles communities because we're trying to prepare people for marriage. No, we're trying to prepare people for purpose. And if a part of your purpose is that God wants you to be married, then that'll come into play. That'll manifest. But we need to be preparing people for purpose. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with Kiwani. Anybody who ain't married is now single. Whether you was married, husband passed, all of that. All we know what single mean. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't leaving nobody out. If you ain't got no husband and you ain't got no wife, you single. If you in a situationship and you ain't put no ring on it, you single.
Now, I was going to touch that word, and you just went ahead and shot it out there, and I want to talk about this because, okay, situationships. Can we define what before you answer that, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that there are specific questions that I have been asked about relationships and marriage and single and all that dating and all that kind of stuff. And I do want you to know that I have reached out to marriage ministry partners, Pastor Martise and Dr. Nancy Murphy, and we are working on a day, hopefully this week, to get them in also, because, and I talked to Dr. Nancy, I said, these questions require y'all expertise, right? Karen and I can offer our opinions and our life's experiences.
Right.
But there are people who do this for real.
Yeah.
right? So I want you guys to know, stay tuned. You'll be seeing something from me with them coming back on to tackle those questions. Now, situationships.
Yeah.
Where did this word come from? How did we move from relationship to situationship? What is that?
So now listen, don't quote me, because I think this came off social media somewhere. Somebody mentioned something about situationship. I think that is a level below relationship.
Okay, okay, I like that.
I think a situationship is the level, and yes, I got my Christmas tree up just in case somebody getting these comments trying to ride it. Some of y'all need some right now gifts, okay? Listen, so I think the situationship, y'all can help us in the comment, is just somebody who is a girlfriend, boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really got no depth to it. Y'all just hanging out, vibing, whatever case may be. It really ain't got no clear clear direction.
Okay.
You ain't made nothing permanent. You know what I'm saying? So that is a situationship. It ain't no clear. You're playing. You ain't even in it for real. It's just something that you're doing. It's just something that you're doing. So the danger in the situationship is if you're not serious about how you're moving and how you're rocking, you know what I'm saying, to develop a relationship, and then possibly it can develop and you do get married. You know what I'm saying? The danger is the situationship, because that could be more harmful than helpful.
Okay. John says a situationship requires less commitment.
Absolutely.
Which does work for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay. Sarah, hey, Sarah, love you. She said, I thought a situationship was two people not in a relationship, but sexual.
Some are, Sarah. Some are.
With benefits. That's what I'm hearing right there.
Benefits. Absolutely.
All right.
Yep.
And Kiwani says, journalist Karina, that name is generally credited with coining and popularizing the term situationship around 2017 to describe a hookup, with emotional benefits. Now let's touch this right here. We got to touch that right there.
Mm-hmm.
A hookup, with emotional benefits,
yes,
but no commitment.
That's Sarah, having sex and ain't no emotional benefits. You're pleasing your flesh. We hooking up to please our flesh and to get down, and then that's it. Ain't no commitment. You ain't my man. I ain't your woman. We just out here doing the situation.
Doing I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know.
Listen, okay. Let me. Is this on? Is this on? I got some situations.
Yes. Wait. It's plural situations.
Situations. Did you hear that? But, without the sex bond.
Okay. All right.
You understand what I'm saying? I got some situations. I keep a situation. Views and opinions expressed by Prophetess Karen Evans are not.
I'm not going to do this with you tonight.
Will or his ministry. For retaliation, inbox Prophetess Karen. I'm going off Evans.
Kiwani, would you get your sister, please?
Well, she already knew. She was waiting for me to turn the corner. Now she gonna get it. She gonna get out. She said she was gonna stick beside me, but she ain't me. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. So you got situations, but I do believe now there are some people who got situationships, but you can't be having sex with everybody. That's just nasty. Okay, you can't be doing it, right?
Well, yeah, of course.
You got situationships, because some of us who are single, we're really enjoying our time of being single. You understand what I'm saying? And some of us really have some boundaries.
Okay.
We do. But some of us are really honest in saying, I don't have the emotional capacity
Oh, that's good.
to be in something serious.
That's good.
But I do got enough capacity if you want to take me out to dinner and you want to go to the movie. And you know what I'm saying? So situationships, now to me, it gets into different, get different levels. See, what they want the singles to do is don't be doing nothing. And I do believe you don't do nothing you can't handle.
Okay.
Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing you can't handle. That's why we don't want you having sex and doing all that, because y'all can't handle that. You can't handle it. You can't handle them, that the connections and all that intertwining. You can't handle that. So don't be out there doing that. Don't be out there doing
See, now I want to go back now that you said that. A couple of comments. Kiwani said you can have emotional benefits without sex, right?
Yeah.
All right. And then we were talking about, because sex is let's just tell it for what it is. It's happening, right? It's happening amongst singles. It's happening amongst married folks who sleeping with folks that they ain't married to. It's happening. Can't avoid it. But when you get into these sexual relationships with no commitment, right? Then we have another issue, which Charlotte, my godson's mama, hey Charlotte, brought up. That's dangerous because somebody is bound to grow some feelings somewhere. And now you have what they call an emotional relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot going on there. And it's, in my opinion, it's best to have boundaries, like you said.
You got to have some boundaries, because you got to have some boundaries, and you got to know yourself.
Yeah.
No, you can't handle that. You can't handle giving somebody your twat.
I heard what you said.
Did you hear what I said? You can't handle it. You cannot handle that, because then you get to that emotional connection. That stuff is real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as long as you stay in it, then it may take as long as you got to unravel out of that thing. So you got to have some, as singles. First of all, everybody need to have flesh discipline. You got to learn how to discipline your flesh. And you need the help of the Lord to do that. And just because you married don't mean that your flesh ain't sometimes got to be disciplined.
And to add to that statement right there, let me tell you, if by chance you have a flesh problem, getting married is not the solution to that problem.
Marriage is not the solution to your wilded out flesh.
It's not. Marriage does not cure promiscuity.
Clearly it doesn't, because we got a lot of cheaters.
Then there's that.
Then there's that. So no, marriage is not the solution to keep you from being sexually loose.
Right.
You gotta have, and the big danger is now what is good about the single state, right? Is this is where you learn sexual discipline. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? This is where you learn sexual discipline. And the longer you're disciplined about your sex life, you know what I'm saying? The fire ain't going nowhere, right? You discipline in your flesh, you know what I'm saying? And it's spiritually growing. And then now you're looking at people like, I wouldn't let you touch me with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
So now you're not easily going around sleeping with people, because you're looking like, that's too costly. Not that you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You just gotten to a place that you are sexually, the flesh is disciplined. Ain't nobody saying you ain't gonna have no challenges and hard times, whatever the case may be. We all had that. You understand what I'm saying? But now you get to a place where you created your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You ain't loose, you ain't moved by somebody who's so fine. You know what I'm saying? You get to a place where I'm saying the finest of the finest. You know what I'm saying? And I'm at the place, well, I'm a little older. I'm 53. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the place. I ain't moved like that.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
not like that, but that comes with growth and your walk with God and discipline. You know what I'm saying? You know,
And
and
I think,
you think about you think about really what it costs. The emotional piece.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Am I willing to try to get to connect to somebody and be somewhere? No. And then half time people don't be know who them folk is. You don't even know who them folk is.
Well, yeah, because you got to do background checks and stuff on folks nowadays, but that's another topic for another time. But I believe that for single people, I think that there is nothing wrong with desiring companionship.
Nothing. Yeah.
Now I ain't talking about you in the rush to date somebody, hurry up and get married. Sometimes people just want company.
You just want company. Yeah.
And
Because
you want to go out to dinner and you want to go to a movie.
sometimes ladies don't want to always be hanging out with no ladies. You know what I'm saying? I get it. And you don't always with it. So absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And y'all hear me, listen to me, y'all that's watching. I don't bash folks, I don't bash people, I don't bash churches, I don't do none of that. But again, this is my opinion and mine alone. Karen has hers, I have mine. I also do not believe that being in church 7 days a week is the answer.
Oh, absolutely not.
I'm sorry. I just don't feel like that's the answer.
No. That is not the answer. The church ain't being in church 7 days a week is not the answer. If you disciplines are really shown, are proven when you ain't at church. Because we all gonna walk through the church and be disciplined to whatever. You know what I'm saying? That is through your week. You know, those disciplines that you need to maintain.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. And being in church 7 days a week, that ain't the key. You know what I'm saying? And then being in church 7 days a week. But what has happened with the singles, and not even just sometimes singles, just when you're walking with God, people are afraid. Some are still bound by so many traditions, and every time you talk about something is bad. We're a little bit more liberal now. You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, y'all know we be all down at concerts, City Winery. We be seeing Beyonce. Ain't no way back in the day that would have been okay. You know what I'm saying? So we're a little bit more freer now. And you know me, I get down, I be outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I really think it's about how you're behaving. You know what I'm saying? When you're in those settings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think that going to concerts is of the devil and all that. You know, this is my opinion. This is my walk. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe God made all of these wonderful singers and artists and, you know, music, people who are music, and we not to enjoy it. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? I think God wants us to have a good time, to live balanced lives, but how you behave when you're out is the key.
I think that there is indeed a level of prayer that is required. I'm a pastor, y'all. I'm not pulling out. I'm not doing away with spiritual principles. We're not doing that. No. I do think that there is a level of prayer that should be maintained in your life. But I also think my sister, Pastor Keisha Sanders, is on here. Hey, Pastor Twan, love y'all. But I also think that there should be, hear what I'm saying. I'm not saying two different people. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But there should be Karen going to church, and then there's Karen that's outside, right?
Let me stop you there.
Come on.
I think that's the problem we're having. I think that people feel as though you got to chop yourself up. No, this is me.
Talk.
Been places that are not church, and somebody say, "Hey, prophetess," I ain't saying no. I'm caring here. No, I'm not. You ain't got to split me up because
Okay.
wherever I'm at, I can back myself up wherever I'm at. If you see me at a concert at City Winery, and to you, you know me as Prophetess Karen Evans, then you can address me as Prophetess Karen Evans, and I'm gonna grace and peace you at the City Winery. You ain't gonna split. I don't need to be split up because I'm not trying to hide anything.
Yeah.
That is the problem.
That's
People
good.
feel as though when they want to have a good time that they gotta hide. So you got one or two choices. You either gonna live your life to the fullest, stand your ground, know your convictions. You understand what I'm saying? And not let people, the church, you understand what I'm saying? Try to sway you from living. And people are really, now, I ain't bound, but there are some people who are really struggle with that.
Okay.
You know, they really do struggle with that. I'm gonna put this out there because y'all know it. Listen. When we out, we can be somewhere. Before we even take pictures, we moving glasses. I don't even care if you got a 7-Up because you don't want to be. This is lemonade. They carrying on that drinking. You know what I'm saying? We moving glasses. Well, we got to rearrange the whole table. I mean, you know, Lord,
Yeah.
you can't even relax.
Yes.
And I'm really sick of it. You understand what I'm saying?
You are absolutely right.
I'm sick of it. Even if you see another pastor out having a good time, you know what I'm saying? They feel like when you come up there, they come up to their table, they got to move their glass. Live. I ain't coming up trying to see what you got in your glass. I'm coming to say hi because that's what we supposed to do. We out in these streets having a good time. You know what I'm saying? And if your conviction is I don't need to be drinking, then don't you do that. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that people are just bound. You know what I'm saying? They really are bound. And you know, and I understand to whom much is given, much is required. You know what I'm saying? But to me, some people are just really they're not having a good time on this journey with Christ.
There is a thing called balance.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that many of us, well, I ain't gonna say us because I'm with it. I'm with the whole thing. I'm many people are not comfortable or even knowledgeable of how to live a healthy, balanced, single life.
Balance is different for each individual. I think your balance is connected to I think that your balance is connected to your convictions.
Okay. Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah. I think that your balance is connected to your convictions. I think I heard one preacher say one time that they don't be doing no election slides. There's some people convicted to the point where they ain't doing none of these line dances. You ain't gonna catch them. They at the point all they do is listen to church music and worship. That's your conviction and that's your level. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe that a balanced life is tied to one's convictions.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You've got to be able to. There are times where even as much as I am out and having a good time, there's times in season where God says, not now.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my balanced life kind of goes up and down depending on what God is doing, what he is saying, what he's telling me I can do and what I can't do. I don't care how much I like to twirl. If God says sit down, you getting somewhere and you're going to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that one's balanced life is tied to their convictions. The issue that I have is your convictions ain't my convictions. Well, Prophet is, how can you say that? We all but we live in the same Bible. Yeah, we are. But still, we got different journeys. You know what I'm saying? And your convictions are not my convictions. You don't like to go skating because you think that that's for somebody else going skating and sending you to hell. For you going skating is exercise and having a good time. You see what I'm saying? So a balanced life is usually tied to one's convictions, and I believe that a lot of people have not learned their own convictions, and sometimes church has given people certain things.
Oh boy.
The church has put certain things on people. Some of it ain't even biblical. So they scared to move, scared to enjoy, scared to live. You know, we grew up. We grew up wearing red lipstick. You a Jezebel. You know, we all that stuff.
Yeah.
And now we ain't come to church if our face ain't beat.
Facts.
From the first ladies on down.
Yeah.
We ain't listen. It's a trend out now that the people wear. Now, let me tell you about convictions. Now you would think out of all the people who are into fashion, I'm into fashion. I love it all. I've been pushing the boundaries on fashion for a long time.
Long time.
But let me tell you, it's one thing, Cousin Will, that I really can't get down with.
What's that?
The women of God be up there, and they got on heels and them cute little Barbie doll socks. And I said, now wait a minute, I know I ain't trouble. Me, out of all the people in the world. Now wait a minute. Listen, I'm saying I done got saved for real. Because the people that's up there, y'all got on heels and socks and the little lace with the ruffles. This is looking a little like something.
Pastor Keisha, please get her. Please.
Listen, yeah, get me some, because you know if you bring it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. My knees gonna be shaking, but I'm coming on out there.
Woo! I can't deal with this tonight.
But all I'm saying is, everybody has their own conviction. Everybody has their own conviction. I like wear anything in the world. But I said to myself, now I'm trying to figure out if I would put on me a skirt, some heels, and some ankle socks and go in the pulpit. Now listen, let me tell y'all something. Y'all go ahead on, keep on wearing what you wear. Before I even get into that, I'm more worried about you having on a good girl than I'm worried about you having on them heels and that body.
Oh Lord, I can't deal with this.
I don't even know if this got anything to do with having, balance and conviction. All I'm saying is people have their convictions.
Y'all help me. I cannot deal with this woman tonight. Listen to me. I think the second, of course, you all know I'm the founder. You got me in tears. I do this panel discussion called The Front Line, and I think front line number 2, I believe it was number 2, was when I had one of my panelists was your pastor, Lady Andrea Hudson.
Yes.
And she began to tell her story of how, she was content in her singleness, and she was working, and she had her own money. She, had her own everything. And paraphrasing, of course, she was like, when it was about time for her to get married and, with Arch and everything, she was like, now, I got to do it now. I'm having the time of my life. And that was important, I think, for a lot of singles. Hey, Elder Alberta Mason, love you. A lot of singles to hear. And I'm saying that on purpose because I want to put that in your hearing tonight as single people. I believe that you should be enjoying your life so much in your singleness as to where you are happy with you are content with yourself, where you are in life, that if it does come to you, be like, man, I was having a good time,
I used to say it all the time when I used to teach. Whoever God has for you, they need to find you en route.
En route.
You en route, you moving. You know what I'm saying? And whoever it is that's coming, you moving, and then they're gonna come right on. You understand what I'm saying? For whoever it is, you're gonna have to catch me en route. Because I am not going to stop living, stop pursuing, you know what I'm saying? Stop developing, stop learning. You understand what I'm saying? When you whoever it is, you're gonna find me in the groove, and then whoever it is, they ain't coming to disrupt. They gonna flow right on in there.
Not coming to disrupt.
Absolutely.
I like that.
And that's how you know they ain't the one. Because if they come and they disrupt, and you in God's and it's you disrupt what I'm doing, then that ain't the person. God ain't sending you nobody that's going to disrupt your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It does not mean you're not going to have challenges and whatever, you know, that's the territory. But he ain't sending you no disruptor.
Right. Yeah, he ain't gonna do that.
He ain't gonna do that.
Now, I also, and I believe, because I know you, I know your character, I know that you are going to agree with what I'm about to say. To my brothers and sisters out there who are looking for companionship, you are ready, or you are in preparation, you're preparing yourself for marriage, which we said earlier, you should be preparing for purpose, but that's another topic.
Yeah.
But if you know that marriage is what you want, specifically to my single ladies, and you know you want to be found by him, let me offer you a piece of advice. Go outside.
Where you gonna find the man? Yeah, come out of these revivals and these convocations. Ain't nobody stepping.
Where my applause at? I got an applause button on here. I would
like some hand claps from you said that, girl. Yeah, hey, listen, come out of these revivals and out of these convocations. I remember one time when we was in convocation when I was with Bishop Trotter. I remember one time, and I came out of that office, and it was a line of chicken heads lined up in the hallway, waiting on the men of God, the bishops and stuff. And I said, what is y'all doing? I said, get out of this hallway.
Yeah.
Just a line of chicken heads. Get out of here. Don't nobody, what is y'all doing? Like you desperate. You understand what I'm saying? I said, y'all running up in these conferences and these revivals and thinking this is where they at. And that ain't where they at. Y'all need to be in aisle 3 at Walmart.
Listen here. Get out the revivals.
And let me tell you, and go to park your car and get on the metro. Did y'all hear what I said?
Y'all better listen.
The men is on the metro. Them conductors is right. They on the metro. Ask me how I know. They is on the metro. Y'all in the wrong spot. Y'all run up in these, come out these churches, park them cars, and just get on the metro. Where you going? I don't know. Just get on there and get cute and get on the metro. And when they get ready to ask you for your metro ticket, you look up and say, what time you get off? See, y'all don't know what to do.
Now, see, now you hitting another level right now. You hitting another level.
See, this ain't what they teach in the church. They want you to. This ain't what they teach. They want you to listen. They want you to sit back and be looking crazy. I'll be out there winking, looking, talking, tapping.
Mickey, you winking.
And everybody just ain't probably ain't as bold as me. That's fine. At halftime, I don't really be on nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it's be some people who y'all really want some companionship. But y'all can't be quiet and in the house. And then if you see somebody that's fine, you need to be able to walk up and be like, hey, you fine. You fine in that thing. I mean, what's going on?
Let me take a pause here. Lady Kamisha Huggins is with us tonight. She said, get out that hallway. Mika, love you so much. Thank you for being with us as well. Mary Bradley, I want to put this comment on the screen. When it comes to the things of God, wherever the person is in their walk with God, the conviction of God will never change for any use no matter the culture, we all must have a fear and reverence. Yes, I agree with all of
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
But I'm sorry, y'all. With your fear of God, your reverence of God, your conviction. If you want a man,
You better open up your mouth and say something
you
sometime.
get your tail out of that church service. Go outside.
Listen,
Meaning, yes, outside.
when you get done, you better go outside, comb your hair, take off these bonnets, put you on a girdle, and get you some ruby root.
Get some what?
Wait a minute, let me get my makeup kit.
Look, hey,
John,
you know how I feel about that. John said, and don't come outside in your house coat and your bonnet. Put you some clothes on.
Go get this makeup bag and get you some of this. This right here was $1 from the beauty supply. Or get you some of this. Where's that other thing I likes to wear? This is what I got on tonight. The lip balm is the new thing that the woman of God is wearing. That ruby root or some of that lip balm.
Hey, Mika said the women need to go to Home Depot.
Listen, and don't need nothing. Just go up in there. And one day I was in there, and the man of God came down that aisle, and I was faking like I couldn't reach up there. And I said, hey, can you get this for me? I just want to see how his arm could extend on up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Go to Home Depot. And then you get they scruffy. They so fine in Home Depot, they dusty and fine. See, y'all don't know what to do.
Oh my goodness. Y'all get outside.
So all of that, ain't no good men out here, ain't no good women out here, whatever's going on with all that mess. That's all. Listen, no, y'all don't be going outside. Y'all don't be going outside. And of course, you gotta meet people and get to know them. But y'all don't even put yourself outside to meet people. And a lot of that is because so many people are hurt.
You know what? Yes. Charlotte, I think you might be on to something. I think Karen and I should get together and host something in person. I really, really do, because this is for real.
Oh, yeah. I like to have a pot. I got some things up my sleeve that I want. Let me tell you what maybe we can do. I'll put it out here, then that really make us got to do it. I want to do this thing called a pool and a purpose, where we shoot pool.
Okay, I like that.
You know what I'm saying? And then we just take a good, not no long time, a good 15, 20 minutes, and then we say something inspirational. But other than that, we having a good time. You understand what I'm saying? But
I'm down.
Yeah, we gotta do something like that.
I like that.
But yeah, you gotta get outside.
I want to, and y'all give us maybe 10 minutes or so, and we'll be done. I promise. I want to throw this out there because it's very, very important, and because I know who she is and I know her profession. I know this is her heart. Lady Kamisha says, and don't just focus on the outside, but make sure you are healed mentally and emotionally so that you can be received. Yeah. Stop jumping in relationships expecting somebody else to deal with all of your trauma and triggers. You, lady and gentlemen, need to be emotionally available for the next one.
Yeah, you got to get yourself. Well, that's why you probably haven't met anyone. Also,
now we talking. Now
listen, no. God is God is clear about your purpose, and He's not sending someone your way so you can jack them up.
Absolutely.
Or they jack you up. Everybody needs to get themselves together. You know what I'm saying?
I think that comes with the level. My buddy Jamal is on. Hey man, thank you for being with us tonight. I think that comes with a level, Karen, of honesty though. And what I mean by that, hey, my Tam, love you. What I mean by that is, if you know that you are dealing with trauma from a prior relationship, if you know that you still messed up from that,
Yeah.
This ain't the time for you to go looking for another person.
This is not because what you're doing is when you know it's pain, and so you
Pain.
want somebody to assist you with that pain.
Yeah.
You're in
Yeah, yeah,
pain,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
sad, and so then you want to connect with somebody just so you can be held and be hold. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? But you ain't ready.
Yeah.
You're not ready to share. You're not ready to be open. You need to be healed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I said this. My son is 16, but I think a long time ago I said to him, I said, if you're not gonna do her, a lady, a young girl, if you're not gonna do her any good, then don't do her no damage.
That's good. That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me kind of just take that
Mm-hmm.
and work with that right there.
Yeah.
You told your son a wonderful piece of advice. If you're
Yeah.
not going to do her no good,
Don't do her no damage.
don't do her no damage. Ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to I'm a tread lightly, as they say, but I'm gonna say what I need to say
Yeah.
right here.
Mm-hmm.
You heard what she told her son,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm looking at these Valentine's Day posts, and as I look at some of these posts, and not right now, I'm specifically talking to my brothers out there. Some of y'all, God help. Some of y'all don't need to be with no woman right now. And if you got any type of discernment, hear me what I'm saying. If you're not gonna do her no good, don't do her no damage.
Yeah, and ladies, if you're not going to, let me tell you something. God, see, this is how real I am with me. God, don't you listen? I be looking at people like I'm not gonna even take your number. I'm not gonna take your number because I would jack you up right now. Because I ain't trying to be serious. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna waste your time. You got to be real with yourself. You got to be real with yourself.
With your own self.
Be real with your own self. So I'm not gonna play no games. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna take no numbers, especially if you reach it. I'm not gonna do none of that. You got to be real with yourself. And so for me, for me, emotional capacity is my real challenge.
Yes.
Everything else, I'm probably didn't cross the T's and dot the I. But emotionally, I am unavailable. And for me, I can be. I'm just no. I nothing in me right now want to have to consider how somebody else is feeling right now.
Hey, there's a freedom in that.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm free.
There is a freedom in that. Let me tell you something. I was on somebody else's show several years ago, and a young lady asked me why I was not married or looking to get married again, because I went down that street before. And I told the truth. I said, lady, if I was to take a wife right now, I would destroy her whole life. And nobody was ready for that answer because I was honest, because I know me.
Yeah, because people are not real with where they really are. What you want is you in the moment and you want somebody right then and there, but then once you get in and you're like, oh, I might have moved too quick.
Might have made my move too soon.
And it's because you're not being honest with where you are. You understand what I'm saying? Just say, okay, I really don't want to be in a relationship, but I would like to kick it and go out. I would like to date, but I want to be in a relationship. Be honest with where you are. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't ready to call somebody every day, talk to somebody every day, you understand what I'm saying? Be able to take on somebody else's emotional issues and
Absolutely.
That's real.
Cause it's so much work when you outside the bed. Y'all see,
Oh,
y'all
see,
want to have real talk with
the,
cousin Will
the bed is
and
easy.
cousin Mickey? Y'all want to
The
have real
bed,
talk? The work is outside the bed. What you do in the bed, that's a breeze. That's easy.
that's easy. The work is outside the bed. The bed is easy. The work is outside the bed. I looked at somebody the other day and said, "Man, this probably could be real nice." Then I said, "Oh no, I don't feel like being bothered. I just." Then I start doing. Well, when I get ready to do this, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna tell somebody where I'm at going and this. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. No, I ain't ready. All right, next. I got over there real quick.
See?
No, you got to be really, really. And then listen, let me tell you something. I enjoy being single so bad it's almost scary.
Yeah.
No. Everybody else can for real. I enjoy being single so bad it is almost scary. And I'm probably gonna be that one where God gonna be like, "Well, I'm glad you're enjoying this." And I'm gonna be one of them, probably one of them people you're gonna turn around and be like, I know you ain't. I'm be like, "Lady, I know you ain't sending nobody right now." No, sir. But I actually want to offer that to someone who is single. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You need to be when we talk about contentment, because we throw that word around a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Do.
You really do need to be content and in purpose.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that you're solid with yourself. So that if someone was to come along, you can sit, and we always talk about what you bring to the table, and I don't mean it in that way, but you can sit at the table and say, "Here is who I am."
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Here is what I've worked on. Here is who I am. Here's what I ain't gonna play with. Here are my non-negotiables. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And then that way you will partner with the right person at the right time if it is God's will.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
this single life is not about you not having fun and sex and the same old stuff you keep hearing. Live. Know your boundaries. Honor God. You can do all of that. You know what I'm saying? And don't be afraid to live. Don't be worried about church folks seeing you somewhere and you ain't living. Quit it.
Yeah.
That's why when the weekends come and Friday night, get here, some of y'all sitting up looking in the house. And quit waiting on somebody else to bring you a good time.
Show you right. Y'all, listen to me. It's so much more to talk about. And
Solid with yourself, man.
if y'all come back, we'll talk about some more stuff.
Yeah, we can do this all night. And tonight we didn't throw a whole lot of scriptures, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what, Karen? I didn't want to.
Yeah, y'all get enough. Y'all going to y'all churches, y'all gonna get enough scriptures. If you put God is first, and if God gonna get you, he gonna get you.
Yeah,
he gonna get you. I've been out sometimes, and could be sitting having a good time, and the Lord will say, "Time to go." You know what you're supposed to do, and when God is with you.
yeah,
He is with you, and you have your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Your disciplines. You know what I'm saying? You ain't swayed by your flesh. Don't let your flesh lead you.
yeah.
Don't let it overtake you. And you're going to be fine. Live life, go on trips, get you your good girlfriend, good friend, and have yourself a time.
Time. Listen,
Have yourself
I am so grateful for honest, transparent conversation like this, because I think a lot of times we put this mask on that includes a whole bunch of scriptures. And y'all, ain't nothing wrong. The Bible is always right. It's our authority while we are here on this earth. But sometimes I'm just like, this is just me, y'all. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I know what the Bible says, but can we just have a conversation?
Yeah, I know what the Bible says, but I'm bored. I know what the Bible says, but you know what I know what the Bible says, and you ain't talking to me because I ain't out here having sex with everybody. So you ain't talking to me right now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't talking to me because I ain't somewhere getting drunk all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I know what the Bible says. You know what I'm saying?
And when I go out, I don't necessarily want to talk about church either. I don't want to talk about church. I don't want
to talk about church. I want to relax and have a good single time. And there is nothing wrong with that. And then, so the whole I'm going off was really about, you know, if I got to get with God right now, is if you are a pastor and you have a church, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, as much as you go hard for the married folks and the married ministry, talk to your singles.
Absolutely.
And listen, say something different to your singles, acknowledge them, push them just as much. It's got to be even. It's got to be even, because y'all be up there in them pulpit talking about all the married stuff, and y'all be going on for 30, 45 minutes, and the singles are sitting there going,
yep.
That's great. That's great. You know, and we get it. Some days I'm married couple stuff, you know, but have a singles day as something. You know what I'm saying? So when Valentine's Day come around next year, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Valentine's Day is for everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, you and your wife standing up there, whatever the case may be, where my singles at?
Right.
You got to say something.
Yep. Stop overlooking the singles.
Stop overlooking the singles. As hard as you go for the married folks and the married couples and the ministries, make sure that you do the same thing, letting the singles know that they are acknowledged, acknowledged in your ministry. And if you don't have a singles ministry, until you get one, pastors, y'all got to say something more than just having sex, drinking, because, you know, people want to live and have a good time.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that you all chose to stop and have this conversation with us. I promise you, if Karen is available next week, I'll be here.
Oh, yeah, we could talk.
It's some more stuff.
And I can tell y'all what's going to happen with me this week, because I'm put on this lip balm. I ain't trying to plug nobody. They ain't give me no check. But but you know, we'll have, we can keep talking. You know what I'm saying? I just want people, because I know as a person who was a big clubber, you know what I'm saying? And then getting saved, then Lord have mercy, what, you didn't call me to ministry? Nobody want to do that. What does that, you know what I'm saying? What does that look like when it comes to my good time?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, let's talk about that next time. Because I think that many people feel that calling to salvation or to ministry means a life of boredom, and that is not. That's not the case. So, y'all, I want y'all to come back. I'm gonna talk to Karen, and we're gonna pick a day next week. It can't be Monday because I can't forsake my church. But we're gonna pick another day next week so we can come back and continue this conversation, because single life is not a boring life. And contrary to what a lot of people may believe, married life for some ain't all it appears to be. So we're gonna talk about that, because we got some more stuff that we could go off about, and I want y'all to go off with us. Listen, thank y'all for being with us. I'm Cousin Will, that's Cousin Karen. We going off about single life, and we will be back at some point next week to talk some more about this particular topic. Thank y'all for coming. Have a good night, everybody. We love y'all. And if you can't do them no good, don't do them no damage.
Go outside.
That's a word tonight. Good night, everybody.